Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Juice Hoops channel, and welcome back to the Los Angeles Lakers Flashback rebuild here on NBA 2K22. It is episode 37, season 37. Can you believe that we are at 37? We're almost, we're not almost, we're almost to 50. 50. I don't know if we'll get to 50 episodes by the time NBA 2K23 comes out. I think we should. We might get to 50. Who knows? Since we do 2 episodes in a row before something that breaks it up, I think we should be able to get there. I mean, we still got all of this month, so yeah, I think we should be able to get there. Who knows how far after that? I have no idea. But it is episode 37, season 37, and in the last episode, we won another championship, which is no surprise to anybody at this point. But if we go to NBA history and we go to the championships, Kevin Garnett won 4 straight titles. He guided us to 5 straight NBA finals and 4 straight championships. But we were getting too powerful. We were getting a little bit too powerful, so I shipped Kevin Garnett to the Atlanta Hawks to team him up with Nikola Jokic, because I thought that would be a really, really cool combo, with Jokic being one of the greatest passing big men of our generation and shooting big men, and then Kevin Garnett being one of the best just all-around big men of all time, really. I wanted to see how they would do. Plus, they have a young Tyler Hero who they're trying to develop. They also have Justice Winslow. So, I mean, they've got a nice little core. I mean, Jokic is only 26, Winslow's 25, Hero's 21. We know Hero's going to develop. If Winslow has a decent season, he could go into the low 80s. I mean, they've got a nice little team here. I'm hoping that these 2 guys alone can carry them to the finals, because I want to play them. I want to play these guys. But if we take a look at our team, we get the first season of Jason Kidd as the starter. Last year, he was behind D'Angelo Russell, and D'Angelo Russell is out the door. We traded him. And so Jason Kidd, in his second season, gets to start. We still have Devin Booker, who is now our main go-to guy besides Kevin Garnett, who used to be it. We have Adrian Dantley, who we drafted in the offseason last year, in the last episode. He will start at the small forward position. We have Zion Williamson, who gets to start for the first time. We have Joel Embiid, who's still here, but if we continue to be dominant, I'm probably going to look to trade Joel Embiid. We did pick up Ja Morant in a trade, which I was not expecting, but we did pick him up in a trade. We've also still got Jaylen Brown, who was here last year. Magic Johnson's still here for some reason. I don't know why he hasn't retired, 38 years old. Kyle Anderson's here. Emeka Okafor's still here. We brought in Rodney Hood. We still have Antetokounmpo. We have Jamal Murray. We have Talen Horton-Tucker. And we still have Kostas Koufas. So, that's what the team is looking like. Are we good enough to win a championship? Probably. Will we win a championship? I don't know. It's all up in the air, I guess. But it is now that time to do the best thing, the most important thing of every episode of this series, and that is to get a draft class. Spin the wheel and find a draft class. Here we go. These little slivers of pie pieces are getting bigger and bigger every episode. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spin that wheel. Are we going to get a modern one, or are we going to get a throwback? We're going to get a modern one. 2001. Okay, is that Mike Miller? Did Mike Miller? I think, because people forget, Mike Miller won a Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Mike Miller was the Rookie of the Year, and I think 2001 is his draft class, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we'll find out. We still don't have Shaq, by the way. Shaq is going to be a game changer when we get 1992. That is going to be an absolute game changer, because obviously we're going to get him. we're going to do everything we can to get Shaquille O'Neal, the Big Diesel, and bring him to LA. 2001 draft class. We've already gotten 2002. This one says 100% accurate, so we might as well go for that one. It's got a lot of downloads. Is this the Mike Miller draft class? We've got Gilbert Arenas. Okay. Joe Johnson. Kwame Brown. We got Pau Gasol, Shane Battier, Richard Jefferson, Jason Richardson, Tony Parker, Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler was that old? That's crazy. Let's see. Is Mike Miller in this class? He's in one of these classes. I know he is. It doesn't look like he's in this one. Unless he's just really far down, but I don't think he would be. Samuel Dallenberg's down there. Is he just really this far down? Nah, he can't be this far down. Mike Miller is a good player. He's not. So he's not in this draft class. I thought he was in the 2001 draft class. Let me look up really quickly what Mike Miller got drafted, because I need to figure that out. So let me quickly just type in Mike Miller, American basketball player, and he was drafted in 2000. I was a year off. He was drafted in 2000, not 2001. Okay. So that's good to know. So if we get the 2000 draft class, then we know that Mike Miller will be in that one. But this has still got some really good players. We got Gilbert Arenas, Joe Johnson. We got Pau Gasol, Shane Battier, Richard Jefferson, Jason Richardson. Tony Parker's really good. I mean, there's some good quality NBA players in this class. And then we've got Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown. Oh, man. Okay, so this is a good draft class. It's a good draft class. I'm glad that we got it. But now, with all that being said, it's time to simulate to the All-Star Draft and see how this team's doing for the first half of the season. I'll see you guys then. Here we are, February 10th at the All-Star Draft. We're first in the conference, but we have lost a decent amount of games. The Nuggets are right there behind us. It's not like previous seasons where we've just absolutely cruised to like 3 losses or anything, and we've just cruised to a guaranteed play-in spot. No, we're 40-14 this year. And we are struggling a little bit. We've been dealing with some injuries. That is something that we can't deny. Devin Booker's picked up some injuries. Joel Embiid's picked up a few injuries. Jason Kidd has picked up some injuries. So, I mean, it's not like we've been scot-free. Obviously, Jaylen Brown's injured because you can see that right there. But Devin Booker leading the team in scoring like he did last year as well. A little bit less production, but he's got more rebounds this season. He's got more steals. He's got more blocks. He's got the same amount of assists. So he's doing everything better. He's just kind of sacrificing a little bit of scoring. We also got to take a look at how the Hawks are doing, because I'm very curious to see how they're doing. Zion, in his first season as a starter, he's picking up the pace a lot. I like it. I like what he's doing. He's getting some good rebounds, some decent assists, some good points. He's doing really well. Joel Embiid, even though he's been hurt, has been scoring the ball really well, doing a lot of rebounding. Ja Morant has actually been starting for us because Jason Kidd was hurt. How many games has Ja Morant started? He started 28 games out of the 54 because Jason Kidd has been injured for a lot of the season. Adrian Dantley, why do I keep saying Daint? It's Dantley, is playing really well in his rookie season. Maybe he's going to win Rookie of the Year. I probably should check and see if he's even qualified as a rookie. Adrian Dantley, edit player, go to his vitals, go to his stuff. Is he... Okay, he's got 1 year pro. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes some of these old guys, they're not qualified as rookies. He might not win Rookie of the Year, but at least he is qualified to do it. Let's go take a look at the stats for around the league. Reggie Miller, once again, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th season that he's led the league in scoring so far this part of the season. He's probably going to win another scoring title. He's killing it in Charlotte, doing really well. There's Corey Maggette. He's always in the top 5. He's always really consistent with that. Lamar Odom finally starting to score. Manu Ginobili, David Robinson, Scottie Pippen. Those Hornets are really good. It's a good thing I didn't send Kevin Garnett to the Hornets because they would be really scary. That'd be really crazy. We've got Jokic with 21.8 points per game. And then there's Kevin Garnett with 21.7. So at least he's getting... There was 2 main reasons why I wanted to send him away. One was because we were just being too dominant. And 2, I wanted him to get those kind of scoring numbers that Giannis was getting when we sent him away. But the problem is we sent him to a team that also has a star. Like when we traded away Giannis, we didn't give him to a team that had a star. So he's kind of benefiting a little bit worse than what he was putting up crazy numbers in LA. It's not like Giannis was never putting up these kind of numbers when he was on our team. He was never putting up 18.5 or 20 or 17. Like he was never putting up those numbers when he was on our team because we had so many other good players around him. When Kevin Garnett was here, he was really the only guy besides Devin Booker and Joel Embiid. But now he's with Jokic, and he's putting up kind of consistent numbers. So hopefully he does well. We got to take a look at how good the Hawks are doing. I'm really curious about that. NBA standings, the Atlanta Hawks, they are 32-22, 5th in the conference right now. I figured they'd be a little bit better. The Cavs, who do the Cavs have on their team? They have Lance Bradley, J.R. Smith, Batum, Rasheed Wallace, and Miles Turner. That team is good enough to lose only 9 games. They're better than us. That team's better than us? I don't know about that. Team Kevin, Team Manu, Team Kevin Garnett, and Team Manu Ginobili. So it's good to see that even with Jokic on his team, he's still a captain in the All-Star game. So Manu Ginobili, he drafts Russell Westbrook, David Robinson, Cat, Scottie Pippen, Elgin Baylor, Artis Gilmore, Hal Greer, Rasheed Wallace, Don Ole, Devin Booker, and Jokic. And then Kevin Garnett drafts Derrick Rose, Embiid, Maggette, Reggie Miller, Kareem, D'Angelo Russell, Baron Davis, Anthony McDyess, Kevin Love, Lamar Odom, and Richard Richard Hamilton. So we get 2 All-Stars, Devin Booker and Joel Embiid, and a couple former Laker players make the All-Star team as well. So that's good. We're looking pretty decent, pretty darn decent, and now it's time to simulate to the end of the season and see where we fall. The season is wraps, and David Robinson takes home what I think is his first MVP. I'm pretty sure it is. His first MVP of his career at age 25. Good for him. He had a really good season. 26 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists. That's a solid season from David Robinson. Rookie of the year is Alex English. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Has decent splits. Not really good from the three-point line, but it's back in the day for him, so he didn't really shoot the 3. Terry Rozier wins the 6th Man of the Year in Cleveland. David Robinson also takes home a Defensive Player of the Year. Sean Marion, in his first season away from the Los Angeles Lakers, wins the Most Improved Player, going from 10.9 to 18 points per game with 10 rebounds and 2 assists. So good for Sean Marion. I'm happy for him. He was a part of the Ja Morant trade. I'm happy for him. Junior Collins is the Coach of the Year. 66-16. Kyle Harper is the Executive of the Year. How many games did we win? Is that our coach? I don't think so. We had a different guy, didn't we? All-NBA first team, Manu, Reggie Miller, Lamar Odom, Scottie, and David Robinson. Second team is D'Angelo Russell, Don Ole, Kevin Garnett, Corey Maggette, Cat. And then third team is Baron Davis, Derrick Rose, Elgin Baylor, Dr. J, and Jokic. So I'm guessing that with 2 All-NBA players, the Hawks made the playoffs. I would hope so. Defensively, it's Westbrook, Chalmers, Pippen, Garnett, and Robinson. And then Don Ole, Baron Davis, Ibaka, Jeremy Grant, and Joel Embiid, as you can see, is injured. He dislocated his left patella. He is done for the season, so he will miss the entire playoffs. That's going to suck for us. Rookie first team, English, Dantley, Buckner. Nobody cares about those guys. And then here's the rest of those guys. Robert Parrish makes the second team. All right, we've got playoffs. The Hawks made it as the 5th seed, so they're not as dominant as I would have guessed they would be. And here we can check out the final stats of the season. So Booker continued his consistent scoring. He bumped it up a little bit. I think he had 21.4 when we checked it the last time, and now he's got 21.9. So he did pretty good. I like what Devin Booker did here. Zion even bumped up his scoring a lot. He kind of took over, if we're being honest. Joel Embiid, he played really, really well until he got hurt, and then didn't play really well because he was hurt. Ja Morant, in his was this his first season as the true starter? Did he take over for Jason Kidd? He started 41 of the 82 games, so he basically started half the games. So him and Jason Kidd kind of split time. And they both put up decent numbers, but Ja Morant put up more because Ja Morant's more of a scorer than Jason Kidd was. Jason Kidd was more of a pure passer. One of the best passers of all time, really. Adrian Dantley made the all-rookie team. Magic Johnson got hurt a couple times this season, but he did play pretty well when he was playing. And then, that's the rest of these stats. Who won the scoring title for the league? It was Reggie Miller at 34 points per game. Is that a career high? It's got to be. It is a career high. Reggie Miller is just popping off. He's basically had 4 seasons of scoring 30-plus points per game. That's insane for Reggie Miller. Then Lamar Odom, then Maggette, then Robinson. Where does Garnett and Jokic fall? Jokic falls to 13. Garnett is 19th. Okay. D'Angelo Russell also playing really well. This will be interesting. We'll simulate to the actual playoffs. We don't have Joel Embiid. We got Emeka Okafor starting at the center spot. This is going to be interesting. We're going up against the Kings. We've had battles against the Kings in the past. Isaiah Thomas, Marcus Smart, Kirilenko, Cat, and Yao Ming. All right, let's see how we do. They're the 8th seed. We're the 1 seed. Oh, I need to check. How many games did we win this year? Let's go to the NBA standings. So we won 66-16, but we also tied the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I'm guessing that's not our head coach. I'm guessing the head coach was the Cavs guy. All right, that's not a big deal. It is 2-1 to the Kings, 3-1 to the Kings. Are we going to lose in the first round? We haven't lost in the first round in years, decades. Ah, wow, okay. Losing Joel Embiid is a pretty big thing, it looks like, and we might lose. We are going to get eliminated in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Wow, the Sacramento Kings have just shocked the world, beating us in 5 games, all because we didn't have Joel Embiid, I'm guessing, because Yao Ming probably just bodied Emeka Okafor. That is insane that we just lost in the first round. We haven't lost in the first round in forever. Crazy scenes. Did anybody like go crazy in these games? Was like any crazy performances? It doesn't look like it. Zion put up 39. Devin Booker put up 36. Game 2, Karl-Anthony Towns put up 46. What about game 3? He put up 39 in that game. Wow, okay, it seems to be pretty crazy. He put up 28, 24. Okay, so we didn't really deserve to win that game or win that series. And now we will follow Kevin Garnett. Hopefully he can, and him and Jokic can win the championship now. Oh, he's down 3-1. Come on, KG. He couldn't pull it back. Who's going to win the finals now? It's not even, we didn't even make it out of the first round. It's the Hornets and the Warriors. Oh, you got to know that this is what's going to happen. I mean, the Hornets got Scottie Pippen and Reggie Miller. Where's Reggie Miller at? Andrew Wiggins? Andrew Wiggins and Dwight Howard. Oh, I forgot about this team. Andrew Wiggins and Dwight Howard. Wiggins could get a championship that's not a Laker championship. Where's Reggie Miller at? Was he hurt for those first couple games? He might have been hurt for the first game or something happened. But he's back now, and that's probably why they won. Are they going to come back from this? No, the Warriors. The Warriors win a championship, and it's Antonio McDyess who wins the Finals MVP. So Wiggins gets a title. He gets a title that's not a Laker title. Good for you, Andrew. Good for you. He won 2 championships as the starter for the Lakers, and then 3 years later, he wins another championship as the starter for the Warriors. Good for you. I forgot about this Warriors team. Him and Dwight Howard are champions. Dwight Howard is an NBA champion, 23 years old, and he's already a champion. Good job for Dwight Howard. Congratulations. But I'm shocked that they beat the Hornets. The Hornets had a really good team. All right, so we got some pretty important retirements now. Isaiah Stewart will call it a career at age 40. Literally did not win a single award in his career. He will not be a Hall of Famer, unfortunately. Had a solid NBA career, but not a Hall of Famer. Anthony Edwards is absolutely a Hall of Famer. He put up 25 points per game deep into his 30s. He is a bona fide Hall of Famer. 7-time champion, 11-time All-Star, made the All-NBA teams. Bona fide Hall of Famer for Anthony Edwards. Probably gets his jersey retired too. Juwan Howard calls it a career after 2 years because I forgot to change. I'm sorry, Juwan. I didn't mean to do that to you. I forgot to change his stuff. I remember him retiring after his first year, his rookie year, and then I said that I was gonna change his age, but I completely forgot. So he retires after 2 years in the league. We'll just call it a medical retirement. That's what we'll say. Juwan Howard, he just couldn't play anymore. He had a medical retirement, so he retires. Magic Johnson, bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer, 15 NBA titles, 10 All-Star appearances, some All-Defensive teams, some All-NBA teams. Absolutely Hall of Fame material. Getting his jersey retired, even though technically it already is retired in LA, but he was here for 19 seasons. He was the starter for a lot of it, and he was a Hall of Famer. That's all you can really say. Jared Bayless really didn't do much in his career. Kareem finally calls it a career. 40 years of age, I guess. 18 years in the league, a 5-time champion. He was on the Lakers as well. A 9-time All-Star. He's a Hall of Famer because he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they wouldn't put him out of the Hall of Fame. We had some good battles with him when he was in Golden State. I do remember those 3 seasons that he was in Golden State. Then he went to Portland, and that's where he finished his career. And we had some decent battles with the Blazers in the playoffs too. but Kareem calls it a career after 18 years in the league. That's a Hall of Famer. So we're probably getting Jamal Murray's also retiring. Is he a Hall of Famer? Jamal Murray put up some really, really good numbers. Did he do anything in the awards? He won 5 All-Stars. Or he didn't win 5. He made 5 All-Stars. He won the Rookie of the Year. He didn't win any championships because he wasn't on any of our Laker teams. I don't know if this is Hall of Fame worthy. It's on the edge. If I'd had to say, I'd put him in, but it is on the very edge of Hall of Fame worthy. We've got Domantas Sabonis, who I don't think is going to be a Hall of Famer. He had a really good career. What did he do award-wise? Nothing. Sabonis literally did nothing award-wise. Roy Hibbert got a few championships. He was on our team. Roy Hibbert he doesn't have any champ. Was Roy Hibbert not on our team, or did we have him and never win a title? He was on our team in 51 and 50. He must not have ever won a champ. Those must have been the years where we got beat by the Mavericks. That's got to be what it is, because I'm pretty sure he was on our team when we won a title, but I guess not, because he doesn't have any championships. So if I'd have to guess, Anthony Edwards, Magic Johnson, Kareem are the 3 guaranteed All-Stars, but they might put in Jamal Murray. I guess we'll find out here in a couple seconds. Hall of Fame inductees, they don't put in Jamal Murray, but we do get the 3 guarantees that I told you. Magic Johnson, Edwards, and Kareem. I'm guessing Anthony Edwards is going to get his jersey retired in Miami because he was there his entire career besides the time he spent in L.A. So it'll be interesting to see whose jersey gets. And it's just the jersey because Magic and Kareem already have their jersey retired in L.A. So Anthony Edwards gets his number 9 retired in Miami. He was there from 44 to 58. That's pretty insane that he was there. He didn't leave at all. Like, we sent him there. That was the only team he ever went to besides the Lakers because we drafted him, and that's where we sent him, to Miami. And that's crazy. So we have the odds. We have 2 chances at the number 1 overall pick. We don't get either. We get the 10th pick and the 12th pick, along with a 16, a 21, a 25, and a 29. So those are our draft picks. Do we go for a crazy, insane trade? Let me take a look at this class again. Prospect scouting. Is there a guy that we need to absolutely have on the roster? Gilbert Arenas, I wouldn't think so. We probably need a backup center, if I had to say. That's probably one thing, because we saw that what happened when Joel Embiid went down, we absolutely just struggled. We got beaten first round because we didn't have Joel Embiid there. So we probably do need to get a backup center. Is the backup center here in the draft, or is the backup center in free agency? I don't know. I can't answer that question. I'd say maybe getting Pau Gasol could be a good thing. Or maybe getting Kwame Brown and trying to change him. That could be pretty fun. That could definitely be pretty fun to try and trade him. Let me take a look at this roster. So we've got Booker, who's probably here to stay. I re-signed him to an extension. We've got Zion, but he's going to come back because he's on his rookie contract still. Jason Kidd, same thing. John Morant, same thing for him too. Embiid's still here. Jaylen Brown is still here. Kyle Anderson, I'm not really too thrilled about. Let's see. What do we do? I think what we do is we go in here, we go to trades, we go to see if we can get maybe the 3 or 4. Let's see if we can get 3 or 4. I don't really need number 1 overall. Let's go talk to the Washington Wizards about number 3 or number 4. I'll give you 29 and I'll give you 25 plus I'll give you a Mecca. I'll give you Rodney Hood. You say good to that deal? No, they don't say anything about that deal. They don't like that deal apparently. But I'll give you a 2062 second round pick. They don't like that either. Who else can I give you? I'll give you I don't have anybody under contract. That's the only problem. I can give you Kyle Anderson. Take back Rodney Hood. No, do they want Rodney Hood? I can give them Rodney Hood. I really don't need Rodney Hood. Okay, so they say no to that. You can still have Kyle Anderson, but I'll give you pick 21 as well. You don't want pick 21 either? Pick 16 too? Wow, that was a lot for the 3rd overall pick. But we have the 3rd overall pick now. We kept number 10 and number 12. So that's good. And we got rid of Kyle Anderson, who I was not a big fan of. Okay, we can't get it through there. So we'll go back to the roster. The only problem is we just don't have a lot of guys under contract, so we can't really make any crazy trades. Let's go to the NBA draft, and we'll see what we can do here. The Rockets are up first. They take Gilbert Arenas. No shock there. Detroit Pistons take Joe Johnson. So we have our pick of whoever we want, and there's some decent centers on the board. I kind of want to take Kwame Brown just to try and change him and make him alter his career and make him a good player. But also we got Tyson Chandler, who could be really good, and Pau Gasol, who could be really good. There's a lot to think about here. But I think the obvious choice is to just draft Pau Gasol. So that's what we're going to do. Pau Gasol with the 3rd pick. Instead of going to the Grizzlies first, he's going to go to the Lakers. The Thunder take Jason Richardson. The Pacers take Kwame Brown out of high school. The Knicks take Richard Jefferson. The Thunder take Tyson Chandler, and then they have another pick. They take Eddie Curry, so they're loading up on centers. And the Orlando Magic trade their pick to the Bulls for Mark Aguirre, and the Bulls take Shane Battier. So they just replaced Mark Aguirre with Shane Battier. And now we're up again. Okay, we've received some trade offers. I'm not going to accept those or look at those. We've got Tony Parker, who is probably the obvious choice, but also Zach Randolph could be pretty good. I think we take Tony Parker with this pick, and then we go and we look at some other guys. So Tony Parker, welcome to the squad from France. So we took a guy from Spain and a guy from France. That's pretty crazy. The Suns take Trenton Hassel, and now we are up again. And we've got possibly Zach Randolph. That's who I'm thinking. Mehmet Okur could be interesting. There's also Gerald Wallace, who could be cool as another small forward to back up Dantley. There's also Samuel Dallenberg. The goat of all goats, Brian Scalabrine, is here. Let me take a look at can I take a look at our roster? Trades, proposed trade. Okay, so if we take Zach Randolph, we probably should. Yeah, we need to take Zach Randolph. I was going to say, because we need to have a backup power forward. So we're going to take Zach Randolph. There it is, out of Michigan State. We will sim to the end of the draft. Hopefully we got some cool players. Pau Gasol's a 78. Kwame Brown's a 76. Tyson Chandler's a 78. Parker's a 76. And Randolph's a 74. Okay. 3 solid NBA players on the team now. Team player options. We will accept the player options for all those guys. And then we'll go to qualifying offers. We're going to decline the Emeka Okafor contract. And we will extend, you know what, that's a lot of money for Talen Horton-Tucker. I'm not going to offer those qualifying extensions to those guys. Okay, so we make it to free agency. And this is what the team is looking like. Point guard is solid. Shooting guard could be better at backup in terms of just age. I mean, Jaylen Brown's a good player. Small forward could be better. Power forward, solid. Center, figured out. So we just need maybe a backup small forward is all that we really need. So if we take a look, who's a good backup small forward that we could bring into the team? There's Justice Winslow, Mike Dunleavy, Josh Childress. I would like Josh Childress, but he is restricted. I'm going to offer Josh Childress. If he comes to us, he can come to us. It's just a matter of if they match that contract or not. I don't know if they will. Pat Connaughton, Darrell Wright, Norman Powell, Matt Barnes. Norman Powell can shoot better, so I'll offer Norman Powell. Childress accepted, but they match it. I figured they would. So we'll bring in Norman Powell. I'm guessing Dwight Howard's also going to go back to the Warriors too. So let's take a look at the roster now. How does it look? Small forward looks a little bit better with Norman Powell there, and Rodney Hood, I guess, is okay. And Dantley's going to go up in progression. So let's take a look at player progression. We don't need to sign anybody else. I think the team is fine. We don't need to sign anybody else. Talen Horton-Tucker accepts the qualifying. I didn't even offer him a qualifying offer, so he's back, I guess. Whatever. So player progression, Embiid's a 93, Booker's a 93, Kidd's a 91, Zion's a 90, Morant's an 85. Dantley goes up 3 to an 83. And then Horton-Tucker goes up 2 to a 74. Good for Tucker. Okay. Our bench is a lot better now. It looks a lot better in terms of just name value. It looks a lot better. So if we go to the end of the season and start the new season, we can just get rid of all this stuff because it doesn't really matter because it's Summer League. All right, auto-generate the rookies. And let's go take a look at what this roster looks like to start the next episode. So we've got Jason Kidd at the point, Booker, then Dantley at the 3, Zion, and Embiid. So it's the same starting 5, but we still have John Morant, Jaylen Brown. Now we have Pau Gasol. And I think I want Parker and Zach Randolph to get some minutes. So we're going to take a little bit of minutes away from you two, and we'll give them to, not Norman Powell, but we'll give them to Parker and Randolph, just so they can get a little bit of love. All right, there we go. So we'll get those guys some minutes. I hope this team, I mean, I don't think we get a limit. I don't think we win a championship last season, but I don't think we get eliminated in the first round if Embiid is healthy. So we'll see next episode if we can win a championship if Embiid stays healthy. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to check out any more content, I have 2 channels that are linked down below in the description. My main channel and my third channel, the World of Juice channel and the Juice Baseball channel. If you want to go check out any of that stuff, feel free. If you want to just stay here and watch more NBA 2K content, you're all ready for that too. So feel free. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.